Anthology, page 9, Old Babylonian. Anonymous, circa 2000 BC, from Gilgamesh, Tablet 7. In the early hours of the next morning dawning, Enkidu, sleepless, weeping, cried out to Shamash, "As for the hunter who saw me in the grasslands, may the creature which he hunts, the gazelles and the others, get away from him free. May the hunter starve because he saw me at the watering place. Fill in his hunting pits, unset his traps, so that he can no longer be a hunter." With the first light of the early morning dawning, Enkidu, sleepless, cried out against the harlot. "As for the harlot who brought me to the city, this is the curse of Enkidu against her. May the garbage of the city be what you eat. May you drink what flows along the alley gutters. May you importune in the alley shadows. May you have no home. May you sleep on the city doorsteps. May there be signs of vomit on your clothes. May all men curse and revile you and turn away. Because of you the creatures fled from me, who dwelt with them and ranged the hills with them." Then Shamash spoke and said to Enkidu, "Why do you curse the temple prostitute? Because of her you eat the food and drink the palace affords. Because of her you wear the garment suitable for a prince to wear. You sit in the place of honor nearest the king. The great ones of the earth bow down before you. Gilgamesh is your friend and your companion. The grief of Gilgamesh for you will be the cause of woe and wailing in the city. Gilgamesh, the king, will build a statue to celebrate the fame of Enkidu. When you are gone, then Gilgamesh will wear the skins of beasts and hairy-bodied wander grieving in the wilderness for you." Enkidu heard what Shamash said to him, and for a time his stormy heart was quiet. He repented the curse and blessed the harlot, saying, "This is the blessing of Enkidu on Shamhat. May no man revile or curse or turn away. May the old man comb his locks and beard to please you. May the young unbuckle his belt in joy for you. May your house be full of gifts, crystal and gold, carnelian and lapis lazuli. Earrings and filigree ornaments, fine new clothes. May the priests invite you with honor into the temple." For in the early hours of the next morning dawning, Enkidu lay in his bed, fear in his belly. He told a dream to Gilgamesh, who was there. "I had a dream. There was a noise in the sky and a noise in the earth in answer. On a dark plain, I was alone. But there was one, a man, with a lion head and the paws of a lion too. But the nails were talons, the talons of an eagle. The face was dark. He took hold of me and seized me. I fought with him. I hit at him, but he kept moving about in the dark, too quick for me. And then with a blow, he capsized me like a raft. I cried out in the dark to Gilgamesh, 'Two people, companions.' But the man overpowered me and raged like a wild bull over me in glory. And Gilgamesh was afraid and did not help me. Then I was changed into something like a bird, with a bird's arms as spindly as a bird's and feathered like a bird. He seized an arm and led me to the dwelling of Irkala, the house of darkness, the house of no return. No one comes back who ever enters there. The garments that they wear are made of feathers, the food they eat is clay, the drink is dirt. Stillness and dust are on the door and doorbolt. There is no light of any sort at all. Dead kings were there and princes of old kingdoms. Dead high priests and acolytes were there. Dead chanters and anointers, bearers of ointments. Etanya was there, and Sumukan was there. And on her throne, Arishkigal, the queen of the underworld. And kneeling before her was Belit Seti, the scribe who holds the tablet on which the fate of everyone is written. She turned her head and looked at us and said, "Who has led here this latest to arrive?" Gilgamesh said, "The dream is terrible." And Enkidu said, "We went together through the dangers of the forest and we killed the bull of heaven. Do not forget how we two people together prevailed against the terror." And Enkidu lay suffering on the bed of terror, another day and another day and another, and the long nights between, and day after day the suffering of Enkidu grew worse. On the 12th day, he raised up in his bed and spoke these words to Gilgamesh and said, "Gilgamesh, who encouraged me in the battle, saying, 2 people, companions, they can prevail. Gilgamesh is afraid and does not help me." After that, Gilgamesh heard the death rattle. Tablet 8. With the first light of the early morning dawning in the presence of the old men of the city, Gilgamesh, weeping, mourned for Enkidu. "It is Enkidu the companion whom I weep for, weeping for him as if I were a woman. He was the festal garment of the feast. On the dangerous errand and the confusions of noises, he was the shield that went before in the battle. He was the weapon at hand to attack and defend. A demon has come and taken away the companion. He ranged the hills together with the creatures whose hearts delight to visit the watering places. A demon has come and taken him away. He was the first to find the way through the passes, to go to the cedar forest to kill Huawa. He sought the wilderness places to find the water with which to quench our thirst on the way to the forest. Together we killed Huawa. Together we fought the bellowing bull of heaven and killed the bull. And together the two of us sat down to rest. Then a demon came and took away the companion. You are asleep. What has taken you into your sleep? Your face is dark. How was your face made dark? Enkidu's eyes were unmoving in their sockets. Gilgamesh touched the heart of the companion. There was nothing at all. Gilgamesh covered Enkidu's face with a veil, like the veil of a bride. He hovered like an eagle over the body, or as a lioness does over her brood. David Ferry.